Put a finger down if when you were 18 years old, you were asked to fly across the world to work with a record label. And when you got there, they found out that you were an artist and they told you not to put out your music or your music video because they wanted to sign you and they'd give you a $300,000 budget to release your first single. And you're like, hell yeah, because I always wanted a big rollout. And so you agreed to that. But what happens is that in the next year, they have you start writing for all of their artists. And every song that you write is a #1 for that artist. And then they ask you, can you start coming and watching trainees and some of our newer artists? And can you teach them how to sing like you and rap like you and give them some of your songs to practice to? And you're like, okay, I've got nothing better to do while I'm waiting for this deal. So you do that. Little did you know that you were helping break one of the biggest girl groups in the world. You're 19 and the girls that you are writing all the songs for are your same age. And you're thinking, okay, well, it's just my time right around the corner. But what happens is that these girls debut and your deal gets pulled from you. Then they offer it again when you write another song that's an amazing song that does even better for them. So you get another deal offer. And then they make you wait for that again. And so now you're 23 years old and they've been making you wait for 5 years for this record deal. And when you finally get the record deal, you find out 3 days later that you're pregnant. And you go to the person that you've known since you were 18 years old and you tell them because you want to be honest. And that person looks at you and tells you, well, you can't have your record deal unless you get an abortion. And they tell you that you're too talented to have a baby, that your life's over, your career's over, you'll never be a hit songwriter, you can never be an artist now. And for an hour, they try to talk you into this decision and you tell them, I can't live with that decision. You decide to leave the company and everyone is acting very nice to you. When you leave, the company tracks you down, the company you made millions of dollars for. They call you and they tell you that you need to pay them back the price of the ticket for the flight because, basically now you're pregnant and you're useless. And so you do have to pay them back. And you pay them back and nobody talks to you again for another 2 years. And you get a call out of the blue and it's like, hey, do you remember that song that you wrote for this other artist? And you're like, yeah. Well, I've been trying to get anyone to write this rap to the song and none of them sound good. So I went into the session and it just so happens it's the same key and BPM. So I flew your raps and I put it in the song and it's coming out tomorrow. That song comes out and it's bigger than ever. It takes these girls that were already huge and just catapults them into like worldwide superstardom, international. And so then everyone's like, wow, the baby didn't suck the talent out of her. And so everyone's talking to you again, and then you go on to just have an insane run and you write song after song after song. You write songs completely by yourself and they don't get any support, they don't get a music video, and it's the highest selling song that has ever come out from the girls. No matter what you do, you still never get support and you don't get your deal. And you decide, you know what, I've kind of like reached the peak with where I'm at. I am so tired of like being a secret and being kept in the shadows and not being acknowledged, not ever being thanked. So you decide that you are going to self-fund your whole project. You're going to become anti-industry and you want to be a representation for people that are working their ass off. Because I know, sorry, this makes me emotional. I know there are so many people that are trying to do the right thing, that they lead with goodness, that they lead with kindness. They're working their ass off. They spend 6 months working on a project just to find out their coworker came in, stole it, and got the promotion. There are people that are just trying and trying and trying and waiting for their moment. And I think a lot of people give up and they just believe it won't happen for them. And so I refuse for that to be my story. And if you can relate to anything that I'm saying right now, just know that I see you, I am you, we are the same, and I would absolutely love for you to join me on my journey because I basically decided to start from zero. I'm not gonna rely on any industry connects. I'm not gonna rely on the people that I know because if they wanted to help me, they would have, And so I'm here to create my own story. I'm here to share and shed light on my gifts and what I have to say for the world and what I have to offer for the world. And, a lot of people want to make you believe that all you have to offer is what you can do for them, and that you're only as good as what they can get out of you. And I want you to know that you are worth so much more than that. And in a time in the world where it's very hard to dream, I hope that you join me in trying to keep dreams alive and believing in yourself. And it's so, and it's so hard to do that. But I'm working hard every day to believe in myself. I hope you believe in you. I forgot I need to put my fingers down. This is my first time sharing this story. My name's Boom Baby. Some of you might recognize me from the previous story. I love you. Thank you so much for listening and caring. If you want to join onto the Boom Baby experience, I would love it. And just know that you don't give up, okay? That's not our story. That's not my story. That's not your story. We're about to go fuck shit up. We're about to be so successful, okay? It's gonna make people sick. It's gonna make people absolutely disgusted with the amount of success that we are about to achieve. Okay, love you.